Today we are rehousing Ghost Mantises, and since we had bad luck with Mantises in general, we have a little different approach. Because it's a pretty shitty enclosure, the zipper is built in the wrong way. Now it's the first time you're seeing a Mantis in this video. Hello, creature lovers, and welcome to the universe. Today we are rehousing our Ghost Mantises, and maybe some of you will know we had a little bit of bad luck with Mantises, so we do this with a little different approach, with a group housing approach, but I will tell you everything down on at the enclosure because it's a pretty shitty enclosure and it's standing right in front of the window. So we need to go down there and set everything up there because I'm afraid to set it up here and bring it down. So let's go down to the window. So this is the enclosure. It is a pretty, like I said, net enclosure, mesh enclosure, where the zipper is built in the wrong way and you can't flip it around. I tried it and all the stuff here is outside, so it isn't wrong, it's just bad worked. And this time we used a plastic container inside with substrate. There is peat, there is leaf litter, and there is moss inside to hold the humidity. And now we will put in some decoration and things they can climb on. Yes, it's a fake plant because it's much easier to get the oaths of fake plants than of live plants. Then we have branches, and I already told you we had some bad luck with mantises, and it started all with our first pair of Creobrota Spätz Yunnan. We bought them already adult, and the male, as the pairing went really well, but the female had something going on with her wings. They were a little bit deformed, so I think she wasn't, the mating didn't work out as it should, and the offs weren't fertilized. So we never got offspring of them. Then we had another 2 pairs of Ghost Mantis. We raised them, they grew up, no problem at all. I'm trying to get something vertical in here. That would be the coolest thing. Maybe like this, they are not that heavy. That should work. I think this should work. Yeah, that works. And I tried to group.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Was a try worth. Let's try it in some other way. That's the critical part. Okay. Not killing the mesh while trying to get in the branches. Can we get this? Yes, this will work. I tried to group house them as well, and my big mistake was that they are really sensitive to less ventilation, and I had too less ventilation inside. So when we came home, they were dead. That was totally our fault. I have to only blame myself for that. It was stupid because I thought I can use the container that we already used for pairing the Creobrota. Well, that didn't work. That's not a good idea. and another pairing or another breeding attempt failed. Then we got ourselves some Pteroplatys desiccata, a giant shield mantis, and the male had absolutely no interest in the female. Now, leaf litter. That should help prevent the substrate from drying out, that we don't have to spray it that much, but we still will have evaporation. And then, like you maybe saw in one of the last unboxings from the expo, we got ourselves a male, but unfortunately the female was at the end of her life circle, so she died before we could pair her. And now with this paradoxes we got ourselves, it started again. We got 5 pieces, all of them got their maturity molting, so their final mold, and 2 days later the males were dead. Or 1 male or 2 males from 3 were dead, and the other one died 2 or 3 days later. The females are pretty fine. So we got ourselves a new male, I think a sub-adult male, that we hopefully will get healthy after the shipping, and we will try to breed them in a communal enclosure. And for that we're now it's the first time you're seeing a mantis in this video, we are now setting in our mantises. So what do you want to grab now? The lid or the box? Come on. Aye. Yes, thank you. That's pretty nice from you. Would you? Mille grazie. And we have a second female that we want to bring in on the other end of the enclosure, that we have time until we need to feed them. And as you have seen, there is already a bowl with sugar and a water dish inside for us to bring the food inside, because I think we have a fly bucket, and with this fly bucket we normally breed our flies, but in this case, and yes, of course, I'm now doing something. Where is the other one?
One is here.
Oh.
And the other one up there.
Excuse me, I want to have a picture for the thumbnail. Can we two agree on something?
She's here.
Yeah, we can agree to something. Here we have a thumbnail picture. And now comes the hard part of this trip, because we are getting the fly bucket. And we are now trying something that I'm not sure if it works. So, first we take a little spray, because I don't want to open the enclosure afterwards. Now we are closing it to this, and we're trying to get the flies in there. Oh, we are opening a bit of light from the window, and hopefully they are all going in that direction. And it looks pretty good. That's a pretty cool thing. So we managed to have a lot of flies in there, and we still have some left in the bucket, which means I now need to feed them or whatever. And this is how we are trying to keep them. The spot at the window is perfect because the heater is underneath, and it's never too hot for the mantises. We kept the Deroplatis female the last, I think, 10 months here. So even in the summer, it doesn't get too hot. And in the winter, there is the heater underneath, but there is, because it's this far back from the heater, there is only enough heat to get it comfortable, but not too hot. And now we are once again waiting for the mail, or we are waiting for the mail that should come next week. Maybe there is an unboxing, a little bigger one, and there should be the mail, and we will keep you updated if we finally will have success with our mantis breeding attempts. And I hope in this setup there will be enough moisture to keep the oths alive until we will find them. If you breed mantises, let us know if we could do something better in this setup. I know communal isn't ideal, but I wanted to go with the net caging, and I hope with the male inside it will pair both females. Let me know your thoughts on that. I know it could be prettier, but it's for breeding and it should be a controlled environment. Yeah, I think there is nothing more to say for me besides wish you all the best. See you in 3 days. Oh, as always, our bins and such stuff is linked in the description, and the links should now also work for the US Amazon. It would be pretty cool also if you don't buy anything, if you try it out, if you're from the US, and let us know if the links work, because it's pretty hard to try for me. Yeah, nothing more to say besides thank you if you buy something from these links, and wish you all the best. See you in 3 days. Bye bye, and see you in the universe.